What I'm trying to do is not get so much sky in the background, which tends to underexpose us.
Mm. And then
So
we're
when
gonna
I
have giant jewelry shop hands.
that's okay. Then I'm gonna crop out the lower part of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So once again, we are in a rose garden here in Bakersfield, and oh, now they're gonna start working on the hotel or whatever it is over there, and we get to hear the hammering. And they haven't worked on it for a week. It's,
Well,
they've gone some pretty long periods of time without working on it at
I
different
mean,
times.
that's kind of par for the course, though.
What we're gonna do here is we got a theme to this one: unusual Oreo cookies. Now, they're not really exceptional, unusual. These here I bought at the local grocery store. It's just a flavor I haven't seen before, and it looks good. Now, I have seen chocolate peanut butter Oreos before, but not chocolate peanut butter pie. And I'm wondering what the difference is
Between them, that's
between, I mean, what makes it pie? The only problem is I didn't try. It smells good, which I expected it to, but I didn't try the chocolate peanut butter not pie. So I have nothing to compare it to. But I'm wondering, I'm just really looking forward to seeing what exactly it is about this that makes it pie. Now,
hmm,
what we have done is Kat has brought out some of her radioactive glass.
I don't know if
You
you can see that,
can't
but
see the blue light on it very well in broad daylight, but
it does fluoresce.
we can't find the Geiger counter. And trust me, when you get the Geiger
It
counter up on
it
this stuff,
it clicks.
it clicks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we are going to pour the milk into the glass out of a radioactive pitcher.
Yep. Now, if you notice, they're both two different shades. This one's kind of yellowy in the glass, and the picture is greener. The green was actually the more recent color, and they added some iron to the glass, and that's what made it that pretty green. The older glass is often more of a yellowy color because it just has the uranium as the coloring pigment. So there is your uranium glass trivia for the day.
Radioactive glass. Okay, that's good. Now, what I was thinking that we should do is before the absolutely required dipping in the milk of the cookie, should we taste one to see just, without making it perfect by dipping it in milk? Should we just go ahead
Yeah,
and
I think we should try.
see what it tastes
We
like
should try it by itself. Now I see there's
naked?
two colors of cream.
So you got to kind of bite in the middle.
So we got a chocolate and presumably a peanut butter cream.
But what makes it pie? Sure smells good.
Smells peanut buttery.
You can't eat Oreo cookies dry. That's just not right. They do taste good.
I like them better than the chocolate ones that are bitter. I don't like regular Oreos.
I think the Oreo, the cookies in the regular Oreo cookie is made with dark chocolate, so it does have kind of a slight bitterness to it.
Mm. Now I'm going to drown mine. In it goes till the bubbles stop coming up. And then you end up with flavored milk at the end. Will it be radioactive flavored milk?
I
Mm.
don't know if our insurance covers us for uh, radioactivity poisoning, but
Wow. It's much, I mean, they're good, but when you dip them in the milk, next level. So
Mm-hmm.
much better.
That is a very good cookie. Tastes good. I
Hmm.
don't know what makes them think that they should put pie on the end of that, though. It's just chocolate and peanut butter. I mean, not to say anything bad about chocolate and peanut butter, because I would never do that.
Maybe the crust is more of a graham, like the cookie part is, it tastes a little graham crackery. So maybe
Well,
that's the pie part, because you would use a graham cracker crust, and it looks like the picture on the bag is a graham cracker crust.
mm,
That's my working theory, anyhow.
we can go with that.
I'm gonna
And if I see the
do
peanut butter
this,
and chocolate not pie Oreos, I'll grab a bag of them.
and we can compare and contrast.
I'll let you guys know.
Those are good.
So that's
I
one.
I would buy those again. I mean, we don't buy
We don't
cookies.
buy a lot of cookies,
We don't
but
buy many cookies, but
when I see something that I haven't seen before, I want to try it. And now we've got that full size tray of the peanut butter and chocolate Oreos.
that's a lot of them.
That'll take us a few weeks between the two of us to eat all of that, especially since we also have some Japanese Oreo cookies. You can tell they're Japanese because the writing's all in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I'm thinking, if you look at the pictures, I believe what they're trying to depict here is dark chocolate.
That's my guess. I don't know. I found these when I was in Cincinnati and thought, Now there is an amazing grocery store just outside of Cincinnati called Jungle Jim's. If you are ever there, oh, those are
This is
pretty.
separately wrapped. You can take one to work,
Those are pretty. I like
and
it.
you're not opening up all of them.
I like that. Good
That's
idea.
good since it takes us so long to eat a box of Oreo
Mm-hmm.
cookies. I hope the other Japanese ones like that. Oh, did I give away the fact that
Mm.
we have one more box of Japanese cookies? You were talking
Anyhow,
about the
so
grocery
so I was
store.
talking about the grocery store. So I was told that I needed to go to Jungle Jim's. Oh boy, did I need to go to Jungle Jim's. Jungle Jim's is enormous, for one thing. It has foods from all over the world, literally all over the world. Pretty much anything you could think of, they probably have it. Some of it's pre-prepared, some of it's just the ingredients, stuff you won't find anywhere else.
Is
Like
that the one that has all the Asian booths in it,
it
or
has,
is that a different one?
oh, it has Asian, it has all sorts of stuff in it.
I'm gonna turn the fan on. It's already getting warm here in Bakersfield.
Mm.
Imagine
Anyhow,
that.
Jungle Gyms is basically like the theme park of grocery stores. It's the decor is amazing everywhere you go. They have animatronic stuff. Like there was an Elvis bear that would play guitar and sing and dance. It was very cool. And so that's where I found these Oreos. Hey, wait, I need one.
Wait,
Look at
wait, 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 wait. We don't need a whole bunch of Oreos. So I'm thinking for the dry taste test, go ahead, because I don't.
but
It doesn't have
but I
the.
noticed something. Get one of those Oreos. Get one of the US Oreos.
Oh, okay, I see where you're going.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
It says Oreo.
Yes, but if you look at the pattern on it,
Yeah,
okay, it's
it's
the same on both sides. Oreo,
Oreo.
Oreo, and check it out.
Oreo.
It's in Japanese. I love it.
Now I've been looking at trying to broaden my horizons a little bit. It doesn't have as much smell as the last one,
It smells very chocolatey.
but it doesn't have as strong of a jumping out at you peanut butter. But I've been not like studying different languages, like want to learn how to speak the different languages. Nobody's got time for such nonsense like that. And but I did notice one thing: certain words that you say will in two languages that are entirely unrelated to each other, the word exists in both languages, but they of course mean different things. I take for example the word arigato. In Japanese, that means thank you.
Mhm.
In Spanish, that means your cat's name is Ari.
Oh, that's so bad.
What?
Ah,
That's not what it means?
arigato.
Okay. So, taste the
Okay.
dark chocolate Oreo so then I can taste it and then we can
It
get some more and dunk them
it
in milk.
does smell sweeter than U.S. chocolate Oreos,
And
but the cookie's about
that's
the
not
same.
that's not dark chocolate inside there. It's light colored. So I don't know. Now I'm confused, but that's not unusual.
Well, we don't read Japanese, so
Very tasty.
that's good. And I really do love the individual little packages.
Mm-hmm.
That is a nice touch.
The pocket-sized Oreo containers.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it tastes better than your standard Oreo, what all of us grew up with. Definitely tastes better than that.
Hmm.
Now,
Now
the
see,
real taste test. This is what's really
you
important.
hold yours up. I submerge mine and drown it until the bubbles stop.
Yeah, there's two different ways of
There's
doing it. I get a
different
little bit of crunchy left in
there's
mine,
different strategies, but if you leave it under too long, the cookie will fall to the bottom of your glass.
and then you have to drink it. Oh, that's just
Oh,
terrible.
isn't that awful?
Yeah, I hate it.
Still improved by milk. Mm-hmm. Very chocolatey.
I'm gonna eat the leftovers off of our one that we tried dry there. We're starting to get the visible little crunchies in the milk now, so the milk's getting flavored.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how old you are. This is still fun. And if you got special cookies, it's even more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the last one here?
So that is another Japanese one, also found at Jungle Gyms.
Now, I see peach, but are those mint leaves? Because if those are mint leaves, along with the peach slices, that's going to ruin it for me because I do not
I
like mint.
think those are probably just peach leaves, indicating it's fresh picked off the tree. I
I
may
hope
be
so.
wrong, but that's my theory.
I hope so. We'll probably know as soon as we smell it.
Because the artwork looks more like a peach leaf than a
And
mint leaf.
this is an even smaller box, and it comes with two
Nice.
of the little tiny wrapped packages inside, which
I
is that's a really good
I like
feature.
that. Well, and if
Really
you
good.
notice overall the size of the boxes, so the serving size is much smaller, um, which is better for us. I mean, cookies are a treat. They're not something you want to sit down and chow on a whole sleeve of.
Well, and
I
that's the
mean, you
thing
could
that
if it was that size sleeve.
the American standard of having once you open them up, you've got a whole bunch of them open and no way to close them back up. It's kind of like encouraging you to eat the whole box,
Well, then you got to buy more. You
and
know,
these are encouraging you to eat just a few,
enjoy them.
and they don't want to come out. Get out of there! I want to see if it's Japanese. Ah, no Japanese writing on either side, even though it is definitely Japanese packed.
Oh my God,
Now,
the peach smell.
if you look,
I was right about peach.
if you look on the package here, where I ripped it. That looks almost like a cup of tea, which might be those leaves. Doesn't that look like a cup of tea with the steam rising off of it?
Could be.
So these might be peach tea Oreos.
Well, you can smell the fuzz on the peach.
Oh my god.
I mean, you can smell the fuzz.
Oh my god. How do you get so much peach smell?
I mean, that is
Fresh
just like
peach
peach
smell
right off the tree, complete
into
with fuzz.
a
Can you
little cookie like
can you
that.
smell the fuzz?
It, if it was any stronger, you'd be able to feel it. I mean,
I
that
mean,
it's going to taste good, I'm
that's going to
sure.
be very good.
Okay, so taste,
Okay.
and then I'll taste on that one.
So, arigato, Japan.
Yes, your cat's name is Ari. Uh
Oh,
oh,
oh wow.
the breeze is coming up, which means my my hair is going to go all.
Well, you usually have your hat.
I usually have my hat, but the
Hmm.
wind wasn't blowing. I thought I'd be able to get away with it.
Those are good. Whoop, you're leaking. Oh, I gotta help you with that. It's the same chocolate outside, but the overwhelming flavor for me was the peach, which is excellent.
There's something else in there, and I can't identify it. If it was just straight up peach, it would be better. There's something else there,
I'm just getting peach. Straight up peach. Really ripe, fresh, like I expect to see juice running down my arm peach.
which would be the one of the main features of peaches. Yes, they do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are good. And I have a sneaking suspicion they're about to be better.
Going for the real test of an Oreo cookie. They do have quite a bit of flavors of Oreo cookie available in the stores here in this country now. They have
They're
added.
getting better about it, yeah. The peach flavor remains unchanged and fabulous.
Very good peach flavor, but of the three, it's my least favorite.
I like it.
Probably because I'm such a chocolate and peanut butter junkie.
Mm.
I wish we had the Geiger counter.
I got to figure out where I put that.
I love drinking out of a glass with the Geiger counter clicking.
I mean, well, it clicks for the pitcher too.
Hmm. But yeah, when we go to um,
Mm.
not so much thrift stores, but antique shops and like that, and go scouting around for radioactive glass, and she's got her Geiger counter.
People get a little
We
nervous.
tend to make the people nervous sometimes.
Now, I have the Geiger counter so I can quantify the amount of radiation in any given piece because earlier older stuff had a lot more uranium in it. We'll edit that out.
They
And
actually thought uranium was good for you at one point in time.
well,
Radioactivity in general was good for you.
thorium too. There's a powder, a face powder called I think Thora something, and it's a thorium containing face powder that you were supposed to use. Um, the
There
containers, even if they're empty, the containers are still incredibly radioactive from the thorium.
There's the water jugs,
There's the water jugs.
water dispensers.
Hmm. That was for radium water. Radium being another one. And then you had those poor radium girls who were painting the numbers on clocks and dials and stuff, and they would lick the brush to make it nice and sharp so they could get fine detail when they were painting. But every time they do, they're eating radium.
And then they're wondering why they're getting sick.
And then they're wondering why they're getting their teeth are falling out and they're getting these huge cancers that's just eating their jaw.
It's kind of like the hatters, the Mad Hatters back in the day.
With the mercury.
That you didn't
Mm-hmm.
know what was causing these people in this particular occupation to get sick, which you know,
Yeah.
one day maybe they'll find out that breathing diesel fumes is bad for you, and then
Well,
I can explain why I'm in such terrible condition.
you tasted it.
Oh God. Don't ever get diesel in your mouth.
I
You
don't want to taste.
belch in diesel for 3 weeks. I'm not kidding you. I'm not exaggerating. 3 weeks I could taste the diesel when I
I mean,
belched.
it wasn't like you chugged a glass full of it or anything. It was
No,
a tiny bit.
I got a mouthful. I didn't swallow any. I spit it out. I was siphoning this company I used to work for. In fact, it was the company I was working for when I got killed, dead. Yeah, back in Huntington Beach, back in the old days when I was a young pup. Um, but it was that same company, uh, Kolich and Sons out of Gardena. I was working for them, and I had to fuel up the equipment. After working all day, I was the one that stayed after work and fueled up the equipment. And it had the big fuel tank with the electric pump on the truck, and the pump it should have been replaced, but you know, any company that's going to let you get electrocuted and think nothing of it, they're not going to worry too much about a pump that doesn't work right either. You had to take the diesel nozzle. Ugh, I cringe just thinking about it. Open the nozzle with the power on, and suck on it a little bit, like to get a siphon going.
Ugh. Ah.
I got a mouthful.
Well,
Spit it out,
was
and
it, I think that was
oh.
pre OSHA.
OSHA
OSHA would
existed,
OSHA would not have approved of that.
but they didn't have any teeth. Um, the company that I was working for, when I got killed, the 12,000 volts of electricity in my hands, out my feet, standing in water up to my knees for they say about 15 seconds. I don't remember any of that, but they didn't report it to OSHA. And later on down the road, when I went to get an attorney because I was having residual problems, imagine that, and nobody was willing to do anything about it. And he said, hey, you know, after our initial contact with the attorney, he said, hey, the OSHA office is on your way home. Stop by and pick up a copy of the report. And I went in the OSHA office and told them the date, the company name, my name, the location, all of that, and they couldn't find a report of it. And I was like, they didn't file a report for a fatality. I may have left the site alive in an ambulance instead of the coroner, but I was dead on site. The paramedics fired me back up, and I'm telling the lady at the OSHA office about this, and she said, "Well, we're gonna fine them for not reporting that accident on the site." I'm like, "Really? How much?" "Oh, it could be as much as $300." I'm saying,
Mm.
don't put the company out of business or nothing. There's no need for that.
A
$300 for not
whole
reporting a
a
death.
whole $300.
Yeah, so that's why if you're around me and you know at a Renaissance fair, pirate festival, or you come out to eat some tacos with me, I'll buy. Anybody wants to come out and do a guest taco review? If I suddenly grab my chest and then get control of it and I'm back and I'm okay and smiling again, don't worry. It's just torn cartilage and muscles and stuff in my rib cage and nerve damage from 1980.
Mm.
Yeah, 43 years I've been living with daily. Every single day I get reminded of that
Now,
one. So
as a nurse, that
be careful.
As a nurse, that does tend to make me somewhat disconcerted. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
admittedly, you don't look cardiac when that happens.
no,
And there's a definite look to people who are having an actual heart attack that I've seen more than once. Uh,
I
but
would
it
imagine so.
still makes me rather anxious. I kind of like having you around. Don't get any brilliant ideas.
But anyway, until next time, push the like button, the subscribe, all of those buttons, notification. Uh, you know,
So, how many thumbs and emus and ostriches are we giving these cookies as we're
I'm gonna
signing
wait for
off?
the diesel truck to drive by.
Hello, truck.
See you later. Anyway, um, I'm saying that they were all really good, but the peach was my least favorite. But even at that, I would eat that whole sleeve of peach cookies, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the chocolate and the peanut butter better. Excuse me.
I would say probably I would rank them Japanese chocolate, my favorite. Peach would be my second favorite. And even though I love peanut butter and chocolate together, and those are excellent peanut butter chocolate cookies, um, I preferred the Japanese ones better. They weren't, they're all sweet. The Japanese ones weren't quite as overly sweet as the American ones, which does not mean that the American ones are bad because they are very tasty. And we don't usually buy them because we do like them and we don't want to eat a million cookies.
Slit appears when
Yes,
opened.
because you can reseal it
Oh,
if you had opened it that way instead of cutting open the end.
imagine, imagine that.
You didn't read the instructions.
I never do.
That's like when you cut off the bottom of the sour cream at a friend's dinner party.
I never heard of sour cream in a squeeze container.
And our poor friend, Kathy, she's like, "What did you do to my sour cream?"
Hey, I'm at a Renaissance fair. Of course, I got a knife on me, and
She's like, "Now, how am I going to put it back in my ice chest? It'll get sour cream everywhere." We Ziploc baggied it for her. But yeah, you ruined her sour cream container.
yeah, well, wouldn't be the first time, and it won't be the last.
Sorry, Kathy.
See you guys next time.
See
Have
you
fun.
later.
The most important part, have fun.